post post-COVID scenario. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening. Thanks to agricultureinformation.com for providing me this opportunity to have an interaction rather than say as a presentation, to have an interaction with you people. Okay, regarding prospectus of amla, cultivation, its marketing, post-COVID scenario. Okay. So before going to the topic, just I would like to introduce myself and about my company. I am Ashoka Kammath. I have done my master's in agricultural science, specialization soil science and agriculture chemistry. I have nearly 2 decades of experience in backward integration of medicinal plants, spices, and to some extent in aromatic segment. I am working in natural remedies as an assistant general manager position here to look after the bioresource development activities here. We are doing a couple of projects where we need to bring the sustainability into the consideration, and also cost and availability, quality. Yeah, these are the prime activities we are doing here. About my company, many people are familiar that Natural Remedies is a pioneer in herbal industry. Okay, manufacturing of herbal veterinary products. Okay, and we are the one of the leader in export of standardized branded extracts to major developed countries. So our presence is there, even put together the herbal extract and also for the veterinary products. Nearly 30 countries our presence is there, including like our domestic also. We have well-established R&D center, which is recognized by DSIR, and also we have NABL accredited laboratory, and we have GLP laboratory for the biology department. So our company is having nearly 35 years of experience. So in this sector, and the original the parental company still it is there in Saharanpur. It is from Uttar Pradesh. So one of the brother of our chairman is looking after. I can say more than 50 years we have experience in herbal domain. Okay, it's all about our company. Amla, everyone knows that. Okay, nowadays it is gaining in importance. Okay, post COVID. Why? Because of its vitamin C and immunity factor, and more health awareness is coming nowadays. Earlier, we used to get measure our amla requirement from the wild sources. Okay, so forest contractor used to get these item and supply to the industries. Now cultivation is getting an importance. Okay, due to the lot of agricultural innovations happened, right from the varietal improvement and also the cultivation packages, and the requirement from the industry, it leads a lot of cultivations happening, and it is a very good prominent crop where low rainfall is happening. Okay, so it needs only less care. Only gestation period is there for 3 years. Otherwise, cultivation is relatively easy when compared to the other crops. Okay, and this raw material getting from wild, it is getting discouraged because of so many factors. One is forest collection is discouraging, and tribals are moving to the cities, or maybe the B cities, C cities, and maybe the population is not available in a dense form so that they can able to collect and earn for their daily requirement. And quality also somewhere, okay, they are doing in a conventional way, they cannot able to meet some kind of an human consumption requirement. That's where from past 8-10 years, this cultivation of amla is getting an importance. If you see the industries which are all it is going in a beverage industry, like health drink, juice, syrup, and all they are making. And nowadays, mocktail, other than the alcohol, this mix is going. Okay. And pharmaceutical industries. See, you might have heard that Chyawanprash. Chyawanprash is the one product which dictates the price of an amla. So much of fresh amla, it is going into the Chyawanprash preparation. And food industry. So candy preparation, pickles, sweet, and also some chutney people are preparing. So in food industry also it is being used this fresh amla. Then dietary supplement like extract of an amla like vitamin C. It is going to many formulations and cosmetic industry also. See, amla puree, that is a pulp, is used in the cosmetic industry for the skin protection. So, due to the exploration of its property in a different sector, so demand of amla it is getting increased. That's why the cultivations also needs to improve, needs to increase according to that. If you see the scenario of cultivation in India, the major area it is there in Uttar Pradesh. Nearly 35% of the production is happening in Uttar Pradesh, then followed by Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Gujarat. Of late, this is the around 1.5-2 years data, published data. Of late, now Rajasthan is getting more importance. A lot of cultivation is happening in Rajasthan just because it need very critical water and it comes up very well. When compared to the annual crop which are growing in Rajasthan, it gives a very lucrative income. That's why its first area expansion is happening under the amla cultivation in Rajasthan. First cultivation, it prefers a sandy loam kind of soil. Red soil is required, and it will not perform better in a clay and black soil. So it needs around 600-700 mm rainfall. Temperature, it can withstand even a very cold and also high temperature up to 46 degrees centigrade. So it clearly says it is a wide adoption capacity is there for this plant. So people can easily grow and get the benefit. So different people follow the different spacing method. Okay, some people will go by 15 by 15 feet. Some people go by little more than that based on their requirement. Okay, so ideally 4.5 meter, which means near to the 15 feet by 15 feet, it gives a good yield. So magnesium fertilizer, so it can grow even in a little degraded soil. That doesn't mean that okay we should grow in that area. Like to get a better yield, we have to give a good manure and all. Yeah, we can get a better yield. There are no serious pests for this crop. However, you have to take care the sucking pest control. Otherwise, the yield drop will be there. And diseases, a few fungal diseases are there that can be overcome by application of copper oxychloride, nearly 1%, like a 2-3 application is required. Intercultural activities, training and pruning at initial stages is very important to make the plant grow better. And harvesting, yes, still it is a manual in Indian context. For a different grade, different concepts are there, which I am going to explain in the next slide. So to see the agroeconomics of this crop, gestation period is 3 years is there. First harvest this is about only the grafted material. I'm not talking about the country that is a local variety which starts giving a yield somewhere in the fifth year or seventh year. So grafted varieties will give a yield in at the age of third year, maybe a small quantity, but economical bearing, I can say, from fifth year. Okay, but even at third year also, it gives a kind of a reasonably good returns in the dryland kind of a concept with a little critical irrigation. So if you see the net income, so by fifth year, a person can get around 1.5 lakhs kind of a return. Even the sixth year, like a 2.8 lakhs, you can get it from the 1 acre. So nowadays, farmers are going behind areca cultivation. So people should think areca going in a particular segment. Still, people are going behind for the wider expansion. So amla application usage in many industries are there now. So and also it is going to the food, pharmaceutical, and also beverages. So if you think over it and start cultivation, maybe the future, like after third year or fourth year, you will be the leader in this sector. So my sincere advice, try to grow amla rather than arecanut cultivation, which fetches good returns. Initial 3 years intercrop we can grow in this amla cultivation, like any annual crops can be grown, like groundnut, even medicine plant like tulsi. Okay, yeah, many like mukuna is there, and even Bengal gram we can grow to improve the fertility. So first 3 years also you can grow as an grow annual crops to get an additional income, so that uh, like income per unit rate increases. So here in the cost of cultivation, I have not included any capital investment like a drip, borewell, and electricity, because these are all the part of your cultivation program. Okay, if you take any crop, you have to go for this nowadays. So different grades of amla industry is preferring. Okay, and the person who is cultivating, you should be aware of these factors to maximize your returns per unit area, or maybe per kilo of whatever you are going to produce this. So retail grade, it's a kind of an first two photos are there. You can see that. So that kind of an uniform size, good colored, without any damage. These kind of things will go for a retail kind of a marketing where people are packing in a neat and clean condition. It fetches to the farmer nearly 28 to 30 rupees per kg at a farm level itself. So person has to hand pick without any damage to the skin and pack it and sell it. So, and some juice manufacturing people, okay, they will take even the uneven shape, fully matured, and also net bagging also is okay. No need to be a kind of a retail packing. So here that industry can afford 10 to 12 rupees kind of things. When you come to the last category where NR means natural remedies or veterinary grade, we are into the manufacturing of the herbal veterinary products. So we are ready to take even the fallen material, okay, not fungus, maybe slight cut also okay, uneven shape is also okay. So if you see the overall holistic kind of a thing in any farm production, 30% you can able to capture the retail kind of a grade. Okay, you have to link with that kind of a market system. And juice, if you have a linkage with the juice industries, yeah, that is the kind of a grade it prefers. For veterinary grade, NR veterinary grade, even the juice and these two are okay for us, but cost is a very sensitive because our customer is a farmer. Again, we are making a product and selling to the farmer. That's why, so our products are very cost sensitive, but the effective grade of an amla, we are able to purchase at 8 to 10 rupees at farm gate price. Okay, nearly 70% of the farm production of the amla comes under the category 2, that is juice and NR veterinary kind of veterinary grade kind of things. So we can encourage the farmer to grow and supply in a bulk, okay, to have this kind of an product. Okay, from NRPL natural remedies, we can give the support of cluster-based cultivation. If a small farmer is there, he can afford to go 4 or 5 acres. It should come with a kind of a clusters, nearly 50 acres, 100 acres in the surrounding, maybe around 10-15 kilometers of a radius. We can encourage, or the big landlord can also cultivate like a 30-40 acres. Then we can support them. So a regular field visit from our company side, we can do that, and we can train the stakeholders. And by the agreement, we can provide at the rate what I mentioned, and doorstep procurement, we can create that kind of facility. Suppose if a farmer comes in a group and do this kind of production. This is a small PPT, and I would like to have an more interaction with the farmers. If any queries or doubts, we can have.
Thank you, Mr. Ashoka, for the presentation. I'll now go to questions. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen so that we can see your full video?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question is, in the regional facilitation center, Eastern region in Jadavpur, Kolkata, what services are offered to farmers?
Yeah. So right now we have not done any extensive cultivation, barring a few other plants of amla. But we know that okay, wild amla is available, but it is a scattered one. If they come up with a kind of a sizable area cultivation, yes, definitely we can start sourcing from that region. We can support them.
Okay. So the next question is, what would you say have been some of the success stories of RCFC NMPB in India?
See, success story of those kind of things only you have to ask those department. So I can tell about only my industry. Okay. So I don't know much knowledge on the NMPB and those institutions, what they are doing. Yes, I heard. So they are supporting for the cultivation in terms of subsidies and all. But the reality we need to check how much area they are covered and what is the status, what is the data it is there in their website versus the reality we need to check. But this amla cultivation revolution has started in southern part, especially in the Salem surrounding area, with the support of National Medicine Plant Board. That I can say. Okay, from there a lot of development has happened, but the data in the net and also reality we need to check.
Okay. And next question is, do you think medicinal plants cultivation is profitable for farmers?
Yes, definitely. Only thing is that the person who started cultivation, he needs to understand a few ground realities. One is that medicinal plant, that term itself is a kind of a catchy word. People are thinking that it's a gold mine. Okay, that's not the reality. So medicine plant, you should treat this as a kind of an alternate crop in our cropping system. I will tell you a few examples. So crop sequencing, crop planning is very, very important in any kind of an agriculture. Nowadays, farmers are leaving this kind of a traditional knowledge, traditional concept, and going for the monocropping kind of system. Okay. If you take an example of an amla cultivation, within that we can cultivate any annual crops. We can maximize the production. Okay. And a couple of success stories are there. So amla and tulsi. So amla and makwai. amla and philanthus, people are growing that. Okay, so not only the amla as a kind of an plantation crop, there are a couple of other plantation crops out there, medicinal, and also the like a nutritional kind of an items are there, like a moringa. Moringa is a beautiful crop. Okay, nowadays industries are purchasing the leaf of moringa, and there if you do the little space arrangement, so in between also you can cultivate some annual crops. And also one more gymnema is there. Gymnema can be cultivated as a kind of a climber. Okay, there are many combinations we can work out as an agriculture scientist. Only thing is that so it has to be understood very clearly which crop, which region, what kind of a farmers we are targeting. That is very important. Without those knowledge, then if you just cultivate and sometimes then industries they may not purchase your product just because actives are not there. Okay, those contents are not there. Maybe loaded with some pesticides or other thing. That knowledge needs to be transferred to the farmer before embarking this kind of an cultivation program.
Okay. Next question is, okay, what do you think is the future trend of medicinal plants cultivation and processing in India?
See, lot of scope is there. Okay, just I will take our own a few examples surrounding. Okay, you may be knowing the natural remedies. Okay, 5-6 years back. Okay, we have grown twofold. Himalayan drugs, 2-3-fold they have grown when compared to the 5-6 years back, and the whole world is moving towards a kind of an residue-free kind of a material is required. In addition to that, certified organic, all other things are there. So when whole world is moving towards that kind of things, only countries like India having wide like a agroclimatic regions are there in India, and we can grow wide varieties of medicinal plants. Nowadays, in Western countries, they are discouraging the allopathic drugs, and even their soils are completely polluted because of the aerial spray kind of a thing in their production system. So in Indian context, it is a localized kind of cultivation is happening, and more varieties. If you go to the every few kilometers, you can find a different kind of a cropping system. Yes, in India, we can grow wide varieties of medicinal plants, and our knowledge, Ayurvedic knowledge, Siddha knowledge is there, homeopathy knowledge is there. We can make wonders in upcoming years. And also, Government of India is promoting a lot of schemes to support the medicinal plant sector to make it big in the world, like outside India. A lot of scope is there.
Okay. And next question is, do you provide any consultancy service?
I'm as an individual, I'm not giving any consultancy service because I'm working for a company.
Okay.
What is required for the company, that I'm looking after. I'm not giving that.
Okay. And next question is, how does Natural Remedies Private Limited help farmers?
Yeah. When it comes to the backward integration program, okay, we identify the particular region for a particular crop cultivation. Okay, and some of the crops, though it comes everywhere, but the content is very important. So we prefer, like if you take an example of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, it is a very good immune booster, and also it is having a kind of an good property. it grows wherever there's a dry area, and the actives veterinary content is good in a northern region where it exposes high winter and also the followed by summer. Whereas in south, we are not finding that kind of wide variation. That's why though we are getting a good yield per unit area, but when it comes to the withanolide content, it is not high. So South Indian ashwagandha will not go for the extraction manufacturing. However, it can go for the kind of an Ayurvedic preparations, like Ayurvedic proprietary kind of an manufacturing industries. So we are giving, like we are selecting the area where which crop suits our requirement, and also, and we analyze the kind of an what is the conventional crop they are growing. If the introduced crop is giving better returns, then only we can increase there. So one is that crop introduction and also education to the farmer, okay, and visit to the farmer. Then we establish a system where a cluster based, where one of the farmer leader will act as a facilitator for us, and he will procure entire thing and process and supply to us, okay, and we are procuring and we are declaring the price in the farm gate itself and procuring that material. We are not giving any loan to the farmer, we are not giving any subsidy kind of things. We work with farmer, we understand their pains and try to give us the solution, try to give them the solution to that.
Okay. And next question, I think you have answered just now. What does Natural Remedies Private Limited exactly do? I think you already answered.
Yeah. We are in the field of manufacturing herbal veterinary product. So nearly 35 years we are in this segment, and we diverse into a couple of 2-3 segments. One is a manufacturing of standardized herbal extract. We made a brand. Okay, if you take an example for Baco Mind is our brand. So we are making good business in that, which is going as a bulk export, and those countries are making this as an ingredient, making the final product. And another division is the organic division. Just 3-4 years back we started, and we are progressing in a very good manner.
Okay. Now we have the last question. Please tell us about your academic and research background.
Yeah, I'm a MSc Agricultural graduate, postgraduate from University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore. So I have a nearly 20 years of experience. I work the companies like Tata Rallies, okay, Reliance, ITC, okay, and Tata Institute also as a project associate. I worked for 1 year. Then in natural remedies, nearly 12 years I'm working here in a different innings. Okay. Previous to that, I was working in a Falada where it is an organic industry. So I have a lot of experience in terms of the backward integration. One is development of the agroeconomics package of practices for the selected Indian medicine plants. So you know that we have the medicine plants, but nobody is having a kind of on a commercial scale the cost of cultivation. Different institutes like agriculture universities, even NFPB and horticulture departments, they have developed the package of practices based on the small research plots. But whatever the data generated, it is not meeting the requirement of a farmer. So we work with the farmer and generate the data, and we are like giving back to the farmers on a contract cultivation. So when come to the research means we are not going in depth kind of an like a genetic manipulation or maybe the kind of an in-depth study. So we work only the suitability of the crop, like cropping sequences, post-harvest process, yield optimization. So these things we are concentrating wherever we are introducing our crops. Especially, we have introduced a content-based pricing for kind of a couple of items. Generally, all the companies are procuring the material on a tonnage on a biomass basis. So we have introduced content. If a farmer supply a good content material, he should get high return for that. So high price we are giving that better than the average or maybe a low kind of active raw material. So these kind of innovatives we are bringing in, okay, to the system. To one is farmers also getting benefit and we are also getting benefit. Yield optimization, it is a constant process everywhere. Okay, per unit area, how much we can increase the yield by different cropping systems, okay, different agro technologies. And now recently we started the activities like a post-harvest processing, how we can help the farmer, okay, bringing a different kind of a concept. We can introduce a kind of a mechanized harvesting system on a rental basis. So we will invest, company will invest on the machine, okay, and the farmer, he has to give only on the kind of an expenses, like for that, what is the petrol or diesel is that, not on a capital equipment, okay. So these kind of things we are introducing to the farmers to make their life easy.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Ashok. I don't see any more questions from participants. Okay. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I like to thank Mr. Ashoka Kammath for the presentation and answering all the questions. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Okay. Thank you, ma. Thank you. Bye.
You're most welcome. Thank you.